I can see very few people have heard it. So I'm sure, I haven't brought those slides. That time I just floated the concept of smart anti-aging. And today I will take you a stage further and I'll talk about the science of aging and the science of anti-aging. It's here. There are three things. Anybody who is born has to die. Do you agree with me? Yes. And the biological clock never stops. There also you agree with me? And the aging has no mercy. Aging has no mercy, whosoever is. Now lately, what people have been talking about is they are not talking about prolonging their life. They have lately developed interest that choosing a better health instead of just longer life. And today I wish to just dwell on both the topics, that is on aging and anti-aging. Few facts about aging. In our Vedas, it has been written, please live for 100 years till your sons become father themselves. And let not your body decay before that period. It means that time, thousands and thousands of years back, there was science available at that particular time when he could speak, when the Vedas could speak like this. As we see the science of life expectancy, at the turn of the 19th century, it was just 47 years globally. At the end of 20th century, it was 72 years. And then now we are in 2015 and we can find that the longest lifespan is 82 years in Japan. And it is predicted in 2050 that millions of men and women at 100 with good health will be roaming around, and that is going to be reality. At present time, the life expectancy has no doubt increased, but we all see that the old age has a problem from heart disease to cancer, diabetes, and very terrifying, the dementia. As far as life expectancy between man and a woman is concerned, woman has an edge of 5 years in comparison to men because of the self-neglect. I always call it as a self-neglect, that she has more diseases and more morbidities. But the fact is that 80% of people who live beyond 100 years are women. And these women also who live beyond 100 years, it is seen that these people had been more intelligent, managed their life much more better than the people who died earlier. Now in present time, 1 in 100, 1 in 10,000 lives for 100 years, 1 in million lives for 110 years, and 1 in billion lives for 120 years. I find it very uncomfortable looking at the back. Nobody has lived beyond, that's okay, nobody has lived beyond 130 years. The maximum age has been 126 years. The WHO says that 5 years from now, for the first time in the human history, there will be more people over 60 years than children under 5. And in 2050, 2 billion will be more than 60 years or older, and nearly this will be our double amount than what we have today. We have 60 plus people, that is numbers today is 1 billion and it is going to be 2 billion by 2050. There are many diseases associated with aging. I am really not going to dwell upon it. You can see from top to toe, everything is there. WHO, as for the aging problem is concerned, it feels that it's a big public health challenge to tackle and address chronic illnesses related to aging. Even in our own country, 1 in 4, that is 25%, people are dying of diabetes, heart disease and cancer before the age of 70, and these are all non-communicable diseases. And 70 years age is no age to go. Lot of money has been pumped in. I'm not talking about the federal support to stem cell therapy, because as you all in my last lecture I had highlighted that a Bush had stopped the grant on stem cell. But when Obama came, this particular aid was revived. But beside this, beside many universities working very actively on stem cells in America, the Google Calico project has put billions and billions of dollars in this particular aspect of how to find out the secret of aging. And Human Longevity Project is in genetics, the people want to find out people who live for a longer time, what are the genes involved into it. Now coming to how and why of aging. First thing, we are sure that about aging, neurons in aging brains lose their connections and start to die, and ultimately the brain shrinks and becomes less effective. In the brain, the hippocampus, crucial for memory and learning, is one of the first to deteriorate with age, causing people's memory and thought processes to falter. In fact, in last presentation I said that nearly 70 to 8% of my family members and friends find that dementia is setting up in them and they cannot even recognize their near and dear ones. Now, as far as the new age science is concerned, these are the two facts, probably we knew it as a student of MBBS. But what is new age science says, now the robust data has suggested that there is a direct correlation between optimal health and the number of circulating adult stem cells in the body. And these stem cells, we all know about it, that these are the cells present in the body who can repair, who can rejuvenate, and who are responsible for regeneration. The role of stem cells is that with increasing age, the functionality of the adult stem cells declines and the genomic mutations accumulate, and these defects affect the different cellular responses pathway and lead to impairment in regenerative process, stress tolerance and the organ function, as well as increase the risk of aging. Fourth factor, as far as the new science is concerned, when we grow older, the length of the telomeres decrease, and at a certain point the length becomes so short that the chromosomes falls apart, and that is the cellular basis of death. I put it in a very simple way. I'm going to put it about the science of telomeres in the next slide. The telomeres, we should understand, these are the segments of the DNA found at the end of chromosomes, and every time the cell divides, its telomeres get shorter, making the cell age gradually and eventually die. You can see here, the telomeres seal off the ends of chromosomes which contain the cells, that is genetic information. The scientists have discovered that this protein called telomerase, which maintains the telomeres, keeping the chromosomes intact longer. Now, as cells replicate and divide, the telomeres can fray, allowing chromosomes to become damaged, and this becomes the increasingly with age, and this is what happens in aging. Now the literature is talking about the SERT gene. To put it in a very simple way, I asked Prabhu how should I put it up. This slide has been made by him. He dictated me that these are the metabolic activator genes responsible for energy production, and its deficiency leads to oxidative stress, and overall it helps in the life extension. We also know by now that disturbed autoimmune function, disturbed emotional well-being, and a disturbed sleep all bring aging early. Agree with it or not? We also know now that inflammation is in the background of everything, right from autoimmune disorders, infections to chronic illnesses like diabetes, heart disease, and several types of cancers. Lately, people are talking about the food and the food allergy. You can see the trans fats cause inflammation, which is the basis of aging, and they damage the skin collagen, they raise the bad cholesterol and decrease the good cholesterol. The last training thing which we did in our center for 15 doctors who had come, for the first time we heard there is something like food allergy. For any disease to start, there is a food allergy. This doctor who came and suggested, and I was really impressed by this particular lady. Her child had an autism. And she says, I went from pillar to post, and then finally I came to know that it is the allergy of certain food. Once we withdraw it, my child has started improving. Much more to it. But I feel, this is people are talking about the disease are generating in an environment, and food is the closest to you. So this is also one area tomorrow you may find people may be talking much more about it. Now, as for the role of metabolism is concerned, everybody talks of oxidative stress. Food and air generate energy, and our body's different functions will function as a result of that. Now, whenever there is an oxidative stress, free radicals roam about in a body like ruffians, and they damage body and cause aging. Now, whatever terms I'm using is a simple teaching in a layman language and not making it complicated, because I again repeat what my friend Dr. Sharma has said, that out of 56,000 doctors in Delhi, only 6 people know about the stem cells. Everybody is ignorant about it, and we are just trying to see to it that the people become aware about what the stem cell therapy is, because 20 years down the line, in 65% of diseases, it is going to be only stem cells and stem cells and stem cells. You can see here the slide which shows that oxidative stress is the cause of any disease you name, and there is a thing behind it, an oxidative stress. Now, the biggest fact which has been also seen, that aging starts at the age of 25. At approximately age of 35, the body starts to break down at a more rapid rate, and one of the reasons for this decline in health is the reduction in the release of adult stem cells into the bloodstream, a supply which is readily available in your own bone marrow, fat and blood. Dhoni has realized that he cannot continue as a captain of Indian team. Not because of the grey hairs which he has seen in his beard, but again, the stamina-wise and the potential-wise. The same is true for this man too. Whatever he may try, the aging is on his face and is on his body's habitat. Now, I've summed up everything which people are talking about, what causes aging. Now let me throw open an idea of anti-aging, a smart anti-aging. Me and my husband, it's our dream that we should become a perfect example of a smart anti-aging tomorrow. Now, what is the news medical today, which is science-based, evidence-based? That there are few anti-aging secrets. Plus, the stem cell therapy have taken a giant leap, using your own stem cells to reactivate the healing cells of your body that need little boost because of your aging process and age. Now, there is an American Academy of Anti-Aging. People have to do a course, they have to be certified before you become member. There are 26,000 doctors in America who have been the members of the certification. Now all these people have left their jobs and they have spread out all over the globe, starting anti-aging spa. Because they believe the stem cell therapy is there for healing, regeneration and repair, along with the several key lifestyle changes. No doubt, stem cells are the most precious gift of God. And the evidence shows now that the stem cell therapy is the biggest gift of science to mankind in 21st century. The stem cell therapy has provided everyone with a healing kit which we carry in our body, releasing one's old adult stem cells into the bloodstream for the purpose of cellular rejuvenation and repair. Now this tracking and extracting this healing kit from your body has become a reality. This new concept of anti-aging is now used in anti-aging spa throughout the world by the members of American Academy of Anti-Aging. These are 26,000 members. Now what are the other? The stem cell therapy contributes only 50% in anti-aging. The 50% comes from anti-aging secrets. You can call it secrets, you can call them formulas. The first is that your sleep should be minimum 6 to 7 hours a day. Exercise regularly, play games and be disciplined for this. Practice meditation, do yoga and pranayama. What has been very proved beyond doubt is calorie restriction. They say that you need to eat 1/3 what you are eating today. I again repeat, for our survival, for a longer survival, for a healthy survival, you require only 1/3 what you're eating today. By cutting down 2/3 of your calories, you're not going to die. You're going to die for not doing that. Eat low-fat vegetarian diet. Open your heart to your partner and friends. Discuss your problems and not keep to yourself. There's a spiritual angle to anti-aging formulas, and these are: be happy and enjoy life with family and friends. Be and think positive. Set realistic goals. Don't remember past failures and disappointments. The things which you share always should be your happy moments and not what has bothered you. And we must learn to say no and manage our time well. Now this insight had led us to start global StemGenn therapy research and develop a program of smart anti-aging, which could enhance the body natural ability of releasing adult stem cells from bone marrow, fat and blood, and teach holistic anti-aging secrets. The package which we offer is complete. At present, the stem cell therapy is an invasive and costly procedure. It is therapy of elite and rich. It is not the therapy of poor. Of removing the stem cells from patients' own bone marrow, fat, and re-injecting these same cells into damaged organ cells or blood. And probably this therapy will remain so expensive for the next decade or two. You can see here that once you have stem cell therapy and follow it strictly in a very disciplined way, all anti-aging secrets which I have told you, something need to be believed. I always say you have to see it, you have to go through it to believe it. In these 2 months of time, I feel I'm 10 years younger. In my last presentation, I brought Mr. Modi, who is the chief of City Saket Hospital. He came on crutches when he went for stem cell therapy. And now he came back and he says, hey, there is a science into it. I'm 20 years younger, and probably 1 year down the line, I'll be probably able to say the same. We all carry healing kits in our body. So, our future anti-aging with stem cell therapy and these secrets which I've told you is going to be on the forefront of the medical care, bringing holistic regenerative health care, bringing balance back to your life, creating a better quality of life, looking a younger look and longer and exciting lifespan. I'm keenly looking forward to it. Our future holds a promise of stem cell therapy where the repair and the regeneration of system is there within our cells. Did you know that the stem cell therapy is the most can be completed in a day or two, and many recipients start feeling positive effects within just hours of the procedure, but noticeable changes seen at the end of 3 weeks, 3 months, and it peaks at 1 year. National Institute of Health has shown that there are 74 treatable diseases which can be treated with your adult stem cells, and these are the group of diseases which can be treated where the stem cells have shown a promise. I call all these our gurus. My husband, my brother, and this gentleman, Dr. Raghavan. He is the president of World Association of Ayurvedic Physicians. He was the first one to walk in my clinic to come. He has come for anti-aging. I was surprised. I was really surprised because an Ayurvedic physician coming from Dattatreya Foundation, coming for stem cell therapy to us. And this is because of his influence of Mr. Prabhu, because he has treated a lot of his cases and he has come to a stage now where he feels that the stem cell therapy, if combined with Ayurvedic treatment, can do wonders. So I'm posing a question: are you ready for a major breakthrough in your life? A bright future awaits you. Take the first step. So the take-home message is, the principle of anti-aging spa is there is now scientific ways that every single person, no matter what their health condition is, can have access to benefits of enhancing their body's innate ability to repair every organ and the tissue using stem cell therapy from their own stem cells. Thank you very much.